Hello, welcome to Prehistoric Rambles. This is a little channel that I've made that I will use to share my hyperfixation of paleontology with everyone against their will. I will just be accosting you with knowledge that I've found about extinct creatures. You don't get a say in the matter. I'm going to start this out by stating about this video topic that there is a difference between the clade and family names of Tyrannosauridae, Tyrannosauridae, and Tyrannosaurus itself. It's maybe a little confusing to understand how the nomenclature works in regards to how they classify prehistoric creatures, but I will do my very best to explain it as we go. Keep in mind, I am not a paleontologist. I'm not training to be a paleontologist. I don't do it for school. I work in hospitality. I just love dinosaurs and learning about all extinct creatures, and I want to share my hyperfixation with you guys. I do thorough research with each of these videos. Like, I'm pulling up scientific papers, I'm looking through websites, I'm looking through books. So, like, these videos will be well informed, but just keep in mind, I'm not a professional. This is just quite literally rambles about prehistoric topics. So yeah, even I'm learning stuff while I'm researching, and it's just a learning curve for everyone. So this is the beginning of what could be a multi-video series explaining each of the confirmed members of Tyrannosauridae, which is the family. This particular introduction is specifically including Tyrannosauridae, not the, entire superfamily of, yeah, so I'm not doing the entire superfamily that includes, all their, far distant cousins. No, I'm just doing Tyrannosauridae, and that'll be explained more later on. So, let's begin. Tyrannosauridae was a family of large carnivorous theropods that existed through the mid to late Cretaceous period across Asia and North America. Those are the only two places that fossils have been recorded to be found for this specific family. There are fossils of other dinosaurs within the superfamily found in other countries, but Tyrannosauridae itself, the only fossils of that specific family have been found in Asia and North America. Though I'm sure a lot of you are aware of what Tyrannosauridae is, considering it's one of the most widely known families due to its namesake, the Tyrannosaurus rex. I do not like Tyrannosaurus rex, but I will talk about it nonetheless because I'm nothing if not inclusive of over-explained dinosaurs. Tyrannosauridae consists of 13 genera across 2 subfamilies and 1 tribe. I bet you didn't hear of tribe being used in taxonomic ranking because I didn't until I was researching for this video. Maybe I'm alone in this, but oh well, the more you learn, I guess. If you're anything like me, you like pretty pictures with your information, so I'm gonna draw you up a tree of how these little scaly boys are related. It might not be pretty, but it's definitely a picture. Welcome to the drawing corner. This is where I'm going to be... Oh, I've just hit the mic. This is where I'm going to be drawing up the family tree for Tyrannosauridae and visualizing it for those of you who want it to be visualized, aka me. I want it to be visualized so I can see it. So I'm going to start here. This will be Tyrannosauridae. So this is our family. Anything this way of this is sort of further back in the evolutionary track, but this is the family that we're looking at today, or at least introducing. So from here we go out, and we go down, and we go up. So these will be our 2 subfamilies. So I'm gonna mark them off like that. This is going to be messy because my handwriting should not exist. So here we have subfamily 1, Albertosauridae. Oh, Saurinae, sorry. Saurinae. And then down here we have Tyrannosauridae. Tyrannosauridae. So these are our subfamilies. Family and subfamily. These are our two subfamilies. From here, we'll start up here at Albertosauridae. We go into two genus from here. I feel like I should take that further out so it's a bit neater. From here, we have Gorgosaurus and Albertosaurus, which is the namesake for Albertosauridae. From here, we split off into this. This is our one tribe. This is Alioramini. This is our tribe. And this splits off in turn into two. And this splits into two. So up here, I will put in post how to pronounce that because at the moment I cannot be entirely sure. This is editing Wisp coming in to say, I'm pretty sure it's said Kinsausaurus, I think. It's very hard to find a pronunciation because there are about 50 of them. But I'm gonna say Kinsausaurus. If someone in the comments could let me know if I'm saying that right, that'd be great. I have to check on how that pronunciation is said. And then we have the Alioramus genuses. So we have Alioramus remotus. And then we have Alioramus altai. So that's that. Then we come down to here. From here we go there, we go like that. This one splits into two. And so does this one. So does this one. This one splits into two. Then this one splits into two. This is how it's gonna go. So from here, we get into sort of the ones that people will know a bit more, I reckon, before finally getting down to Tyrannosaurus, which I'm fairly sure anyone who knows anything about dinosaurs knows Tyrannosaurus Rex. Up here we have Nanosaurus, and that was the Tyrannosaurid that lives up in the... I've just realized I've spelled some of these wrong. I'm going insane. This was the Tyrannosaurid that lived up in the Arctic, or on the edge of the Arctic. Then from here we've got Teratophonius. That's a P. Teratophonius. Then we've got Lythronax. Then from here we have the two genus of Daspletosaurus. So we have Daspletosaurus turosus. And then we have Daspletosaurus horneri. Daspletosaurus horneri. That's spelled correctly. Cool. It does not look like it's spelled right, but it is. Never mind. There we go. Then we've got Zucheng tyrannus. That one I know how to pronounce because I recently listened to a podcast episode about it. Tyrannos. Then we have Tarbosaurus. And we have the famous Tyrannosaurus. Here you can see my handwriting progressively gets better. So yeah, this is the family tree of Tyrannosauridae. I'm gonna do this really quick, pointing out that the way that these family trees work and the way that, like, how different dinosaurs are categorized, the further you are from something on the tree, so with this as an example, Tyrannosaurus and Gorgosaurus would be the furthest related to each other. So they're like 15,000 cousins once removed, right? Whereas these guys are more like first cousins, if that makes sense. So the closer you are on this tree, the more similar you are to each of these. So obviously this is about as close as you get when it comes to genus and how that works. Once you're within a tribe, you're pretty much within as close as you can get, because it'll go between, so genus is pretty close, where we go like family, subfamily, genus. Tribe is squished in the middle of that. Whereas most of the time you'll just go family, subfamily, genus, like here, where you go family, then to subfamily, and then to genus. But here shows it's closer related, and it's harder to differentiate these species from one another because of how they align on this. I'm not making much sense, but I swear it makes sense in my head, and I'm just trying to lay it out so it makes sense for you. But that's how that works. But yeah, this is how everything's set up. Further past here is like the ancestors of all these species, and usually they're a lot smaller. Yeah, I'll probably go over them at some point, but this is what we have. This is what we're going over in the next few videos, where we'll probably do a video on probably both of these, and then these guys will get all their own video. Probably, depending on how popular it is, we'll go these guys in one video, this guy in one video, and then each of these in one video. And then obviously I don't want to do a video on Tyrannosaurus just because there's so many just out there because of how popular it is, but it may get its own video, or it may just get shoved in the end of the Tarbosaurus video. We'll see. But anyways, that's the drawing corner. Back to the main video. So I hope you enjoyed that little sort of section of the video where I drew up the tree. As long as you ignore my horrible spelling and handwriting, I think it went pretty well. So I'm just gonna do a little sort of fun facts section before we end out the video. So most tyrannosaurids are known through their skull bones. Nearly every genus within the family has a full skull that has been located and studied, except for Alioramus, which as far as I can find is only known through partial skull fossils. Tyrannosaurids are pretty much, they're identified by two traits. One being the fact that the nasal bones of the Tyrannosaurus, and not the Tyrannosaurus, of any Tyrannosaurid, essentially they're entirely fused together, so it's like the two bones have connected, and the fissure where the bones have connected is entirely healed over. You cannot see that they were once two bones. And the other thing that is used to identify Tyrannosaurids is their itty bitty baby arms. And the fact that I could beat Tyrannosaurus Rex in a game of dodgeball, just really, it's good for my ego. At least until it eats me. Some more fun facts. the juveniles of many tyrannosaurids have longer shin bones than their thigh bones, which it's a trait that's found in ornithomimids, which is like gallimimus, so it's mainly faster dinosaurs. So the juveniles were probably running a considerable amount more than the adults, which makes sense considering they were a fair bit smaller, sort of like in between their hatchling stage and their adult stage. They needed to be able to escape predators. Predators, which could be other tyrannosaurids. There's some evidence from the San Juan Basin that suggests that when given the opportunity, tyrannosaurids would cannibalize other members of their species. Not much information I could find about that, but it has been suggested by a few papers. More fun facts. Raptorex and Nanotyrannus are two specimens that are argued about significantly, mainly because it's not entirely obvious whether they are their own genus or actually juvenile versions of other tyrannosaurids. And the earliest member of Tyrannosauridae that I can locate is Lythranax, and it lived about 81.9 million years ago. So yeah, there's some fun facts for you. I'm going to end out the episode just because it's getting into the 20-minute zone and I'm sitting here like, let's not go that far just yet. There's certainly a lot more to this family that I haven't gone over, but in the next little while I'll be releasing videos on each of the tyrannosaurids in this family that I explained on the family tree that I did up, and I'm going to explore them more in depth and talk about each of them specifically. I really hope you guys liked the video, and let me know down below if I got anything wrong, or if you have any topics you want me to cover, any specific creatures or time periods or families. I'd be happy to delve into those and do some research. But yeah, I'm gonna end it out here, and I hope you guys have a lovely day. Bye!